I've been overweight for as long as I can remember, maybe since I was about 4 years old. But back then, it didn't stop me. I danced, I played netball for my county, I even did ballet. I still remember the smell of the dance studio, the wooden floors, the mirrors showing every inch of me. And yes, I noticed I was bigger than the other girls, but when the music started, it just didn't matter. I wasn't overweight, I was a dancer, just like them. There was one time for a dance exam, the skirt didn't fit me. The ladies cut it open and stitched it onto my leotard. But even then, I didn't feel less than. I still walked on the stage, I still smiled, and I still shined. I grew from a fat child into a curvy teenager, and honestly, I loved it. My curves got me the attention that I needed. At 17, I was poor but free, living alone in a tiny space with not much money, but I had life. Food wasn't the focus then. It was nights out, music blasting, friends, laughter, me squeezing into clothes I could barely afford, but wearing them like they were designer. Back then, I wasn't counting calories. I wasn't thinking about carbs. I was thinking about moments, about freedom, about fun. That year was the smallest I've ever been, but I didn't even realize it. I wasn't chasing it. I was just moving, living, existing in the joy of it all. And sometimes I wonder, when did I stop living like that? When did food stop being in the background and start becoming the center of everything? I had my daughter at 34, and I went through the worst relationship of my life. I lost myself. I moved 200 miles away to support my dad after he lost his leg. I thought moving would give me freedom. I thought I was leaving pain behind, but really I traded one pain for another. The nights got longer and the silence got louder, and it was just me and my snacks. I'd sit there at night with the TV on, not even really watching it, just opening packet after packet, crisps, chocolate, biscuits, hoping maybe one more bite would fill the emptiness, but it never has. Food stopped being fuel. It became my company. It became my comfort. It became the only voice in the room, and the more I leaned on it, the less I recognized myself. I don't have that sexy, curvy figure anymore. When I look at myself, I feel like I look like my problems, like I've been carrying them on my body all this time, and it weighs heavy. But this can't be it. I refuse to let my daughter see her role model, me, fall apart in silence. How can I tell her to be confident when I'm hiding at the swimming pool? How can she believe in herself when she sees me doubting myself? I look at her sometimes and I wonder, what does she see when she looks at me? Does she see her mum, strong and beautiful? Or does she see the way I pull at my clothes, the way I cover up, the way I sometimes avoid the camera? Kids notice more than we think, and one day, I don't want her to inherit my silence, my shame, or my hiding. I want her to inherit my strength. My dad was ex-army, slim, strong, disciplined, but drinking, diabetes, and choices caught up with him. He lost one leg, then he lost the other. My mum, she's always been obese. She's had a knee replacement, weight loss surgery, and still the struggle never leaves her. Every time I look at them, I see a story written on their bodies. My dad's discipline undone by pain. My mum's laughter shadowed by surgeries. And I think to myself, how can I see this history and still walk into the same future? I can't. I won't. I refuse to repeat it. This is where the change starts. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when I feel that I'm ready. Now. Because I've got too much to live for, too much to show my daughter, too much inside me that refuses to die in silence. I want to feel proud of my reflection again. I want to wake up and get dressed without dreading the mirror. I want to run after my daughter without feeling like my body is holding me hostage. This isn't just about weight. It's about freedom and setting myself free. It's about proving to myself that I can carry joy again instead of just carrying pain. I imagine the version of me I'm fighting for. She wakes up lighter, not just in her body, but in spirit. She gets dressed and smiles at her reflection. She feels energy in her body that she hasn't felt in years. She walks into a swimming pool with her daughter, head high. No shame, no hiding. She laughs, she plays, she moves with freedom. And she smiles because she knows she chose herself. That's the me I'm walking towards. Every workout, every meal, every choice, it's for her. This channel isn't about perfection in any kind of way. It's about honesty. The wins, the struggles, the late nights, the workouts that hurt but heal. I'll share the meals, the cravings, the setbacks, the moments I want to give up, because I know I'm not the only one. If you're watching this and you feel stuck, broken, buried under the weight of your own problems, walk this with me, because we've got nothing to lose except the weight, the pain, the shame, and the old version of us. I know this journey isn't going to be easy. There'll be days I want to give up, nights I feel weak, and moments I question if I can really do this. But I also know that every small step matters. Every workout, every healthy choice, every time I face the mirror and decide to keep going. Those are the victories, and I want to celebrate them, even the tiny ones, because they're what will carry me forward. Before you go, I want to say thank you for sitting with me today, for listening to my story, and for letting me be real. If my journey resonates with you, if you see a piece of yourself in what I've shared, please like this video, share it with someone who might need to hear it. Subscribe so we can walk this journey together. Because what have I got to lose?